Yo, what's happening? This is Blunt Talk. I am Bone, my man Tim, aka Cameraman,
Yo,
and our guest host is Maurice. Tell me a little about yourself, Maurice, before we go into our topic.
Damn, tell me about myself. I am a black man in Chicago, Illinois.
He don't know what he do there.
Right.
I'm a
construction.
Virgo and I like
Right,
to,
right. Now,
I
ain't
like
no Virgos, Taurus all the way, but
I
like
like some,
long
I like
walks.
moon
right,
walk,
right. You know, a father,
Right.
a husband, brother, all that stuff.
Business owner,
Business owner,
entrepreneur, the whole lick.
yeah, entrepreneur,
the
all
whole
that.
list,
Man.
the
We
whole
ain't
list.
finna get
But he
into
ain't
all
single
that,
though,
man.
so
No,
get
not
all that
single.
shit.
Yeah,
Not
he's
single.
definitely married.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody on this show was married.
Yeah, so y'all missed it.
It happens.
Yep. So today's topic is going to be why so many people in the black community has, I'm gonna say, something against the Democratic Party or going against Kamala leader. Am I saying it right? Kamala Harris. Yeah, lady behind us.
Right.
Kamala Harris.
You need to stop smoking. You need,
No, I'm gonna keep
you
smoking.
need another take.
Don't even say. You already got it. So we're talking about Kamala Harris and the problem what black people have with the Democratic Party,
Interesting.
and or with any party of that nature. I'm gonna say that I look at both candidates and I can say that hey, Donald Trump is a great businessman. He's a good salesman, but the buck stops there. You know what I mean? He's just a great salesman. And then you got to fact check people. Everybody got to be fact checked. Even with us, we say something, you got to look behind us and see is that true or we just talking shit or blowing smoke up our ass. And some of the times that shit that come out of his mouth is a lot of bullshit.
So you don't know why anybody like just not feeling this lady
Well,
or feeling the party in general.
Well, what I do is I ask people, because I just can't say or feel some type of way on what I'm thinking people. I can't speculate. So I ask them. So the number one thing, two of the things that come out of a black person's mouth is they say taxes and shit, taxes. And I'm like, taxes? Or they'll say, or they thinking that the gates of money just gonna open up. I have people say that when Donald Trump was in office, everything was great, money, this and that, and the whole 9 yards or whatever. That may be true and it may not be true. But the person business always prosper. You know what I mean? And he may have made over a certain amount of money that you might have to pay more taxes on, but to my knowledge is that when you make over a certain amount, you get a tax break. What is it, $1 million mark, a $5 million mark?
No.
It don't have nothing to do with that. He just I don't think how can I put it? I don't think he's necessarily that great of a businessman per se, in the sense of like you want to follow his lead to do something.
You're not a
what I'm
Warren
saying?
Buffett.
Right. I wouldn't be taking advice from that guy, necessarily. But he has made some strategic moves. But I mean, if you go back, he built a lot of things. There's a lot of contractors he didn't pay. He was just smart at maneuvering. He's a maneuverer.
Right, he can see it, right.
Right, he uses the system against itself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not even against itself, he just uses it for his benefit.
Exactly.
As I think we all should. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's part of where we fall short in on our end as far as I'll say middle class America, black people, poor whites, whatever you want to say, we don't use the tax code and stuff like that to our advantage. It's very surface level. We're looking at Trump off of what he demonstrated. He already gave us money and this, that, and third, but a lot of people probably shouldn't even have that money. You know what I'm saying? So because something was easy to attain and you was able to do something with it, whether that was good, bad, or in between, doesn't mean that this person did it for you. He did it for business owners, which typically are not us, and he did it for individuals who knew what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So,
But, I'm sorry. So I get what you're saying, but I like the fact that he gave that money to the everyday people. Because if you remember when
But he
the
didn't.
economy
He
failed,
didn't.
yes he did. Everybody got checks. What are you talking about?
Stimulus checks.
Everybody got stimulus checks.
But that was
Everybody,
supposed to
and
happen
you was able to manipulate the hell out of that and get paid.
But the thing is, you still was gonna get it anyway.
You wasn't going. How was you gonna get it anyway?
You was gonna get a
How?
stimulus check because they needed to boost the economy. They had to send those.
They
checks
know.
out
But
to
I'm gonna
boost
tell
it,
you,
no
if you
matter
let
who
me
was the
finish,
president. Okay.
they could have just did what they did the first time when the economy failed. Just gave it to the banks and big businesses.
Yeah.
That's what which was everybody when they gave it to Ford and everybody else and all the banks.
I will give it to you there.
Right.
Typically, government helps the large corporations,
Right.
and then it's from there. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of times that it's given to the general public, like you said, in a direct hand to
Right,
direct to your mailbox,
right.
your checking account.
Right.
I could spend this. Like Troy saying, Bone saying, he put it in a way that that you was gonna take this money and spend it to stimulate the economy. So it doesn't really matter where I put the money. You know what I'm saying? I can give the money to Wells Fargo, or I could give the money to Average Joe. Okay, Average Joe gonna take the money and spend it anyway.
Exactly.
He deposited into Wells Fargo, so they got access to the money anyway. Where they lending against it, or you're gonna give it to these brands which we don't own, and you're gonna spend your money that way. It's no small. It was for like even with the PPP or EIDLs,
SBA and all that.
all
right?
that stuff was for small businesses. You know what I'm saying? Individuals like us, but they weren't. It wasn't like it was something that was really going to save your business per se. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how big it was or how small it was.
It didn't though. You don't think it saved some people if they spent it correctly though?
I think it absolutely saved some people.
It sure did.
But it didn't save all, obviously, and it wasn't intended to save all. I think the thing that people realize, like the way the world works, is things are gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you before, the video store don't exist no more.
Right.
It was a fantastic idea. You go to the store and get a movie and put it and play it at your house. Awesome idea. That's old. That's gone. So it was meant for that to fail. Either they evolve or they don't. They didn't evolve. Netflix came. Blockbuster had the opportunity to buy them. They didn't. They passed. Netflix killed them. Okay, it's over with. Netflix still here with no discs. Now Redbox is dying.
Not
you know
real,
what I'm saying?
right? I was just talking about my daughter. Today we broke for a Redbox said the same thing.
Yeah, so it's more. I think some businesses they go through a time frame. It's just like anything else on earth. You know what I'm saying? Everything can't last forever. Some things are going to either transition, morph into something new, or they got to go.
Right. But my argument that he brought up, that he was basically saying like it was with regards to the motive that he had behind issuing out all those checks, it still helped and make a lot of people. It helped the people. It still helped to help people. How come it didn't though? How come it didn't though? Because he's shaking his head. Why come it didn't?
Because I didn't. How much did he give in stimulus?
Right.
Let's just count it out.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
What the I don't know what
1,200.
1,200
household.
1,200 household.
1,200
Per
stimulus.
what?
No,
1,200
it's just no.
stimulus.
You
And
So
then
if I
on
give
top
you
of that,
$1,200, I'm gonna change your life.
and long as you
in your house?
and long as you had a what do you call it?
EIN.
EIN number. Then you could take the loan out that you didn't have to pay back, or you didn't have to pay back in 7 years, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying you.
but mixing the two.
But
Right.
who was in office when the banks fell? Who was in office? Obama, and they gave Obama didn't do that. You didn't see any of that. You just had to struggle through it.
But now you going
had to
to
push
a
through
different. You going to a different level of crisis.
Right.
The crisis was created by the banks anyway.
It was a crisis.
The crisis was created by the banks
Okay.
anyway.
Okay.
The bank was saying, I got $1 in my account. I'ma lend $7. I only got $1. That's just like if I got $1 in my pocket and I'm over here buying stuff for $4, $5, I only got $1. But they giving it to me, $4, $5. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing this. And it was no checks and balances on it because they were running up the bag. Remember, see, the bank only makes money on the interest. They only make money on the interest. They don't make money on holding your money. They use your money to lend, and they make money on that interest piece. So if the banks fail, they're looking at like that can cause the entire economy to collapse. I can lose 10 businesses. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're going to lose 10 businesses this week probably in the country, you know, but maybe even in Illinois. But to lose these large banks, they were like, quote unquote, too big to fail because of how the system is set up, meaning the Federal Reserve System supplying these larger banks, which are acting as like central banks. You know what I'm saying? So since they are acting in that way, that was what they couldn't let fail. It wasn't that, I mean, if the banks would have went away, we would have found a way to do something. But now that means the United States currency is going to go down. So now that means that the value of things that we are evaluating in our currency is going to drop. That creates a global trade issue. So it's just bigger than what it was. They always create a financial issue. They always create a crisis.
And believe it or not.
Okay, and then on top of that, if you did save the banks, did you have to save the motor company?
That was just to keep people employed.
Right, just
That's
to keep
all.
people employed, keep people
Everything
with their
is,
jobs.
remember, everything is for a vote. So if these people voted for him, let's say the automaker, the auto industry, right? If they voted for you, then I'm gonna come back, boom, I'm gonna give Ford, GM, all these people money because one, they're American companies, right? And China ain't having this problem right this moment, so they can push into our market. So I got to give them the ammunition to keep them out the market through laws and stuff like that. So it's like always it's constantly being at not necessarily a warfare, but it's a constant battle.
Right, against different countries.
For market share. Market share. That's what they battling on.
And the thing is, the government, you don't know that the government came in and said, okay, we're going to give you this money, but now we in your business. You got to make sure these people get loans now. You got to make sure you do this with your money. You can't do that no more with your money because you failed with doing it. So now we controlling your money. That was the whole thing. The government controls the banks now. They actually helping, well, supposed to help the middle class, you know what I mean? But the Federal Reserve is the big dog. So the big dog gonna say, the only way we can save the economy is we gotta raise the interest rate. For so long, where the interest rate saves the economy or the dollar or whatever the situation
You got to
may
have
be.
a little balance between spending and consumption.
Right.
You know, supply and demand. Whenever you get out of balance, that's when we had an issue.
Right.
You know, oh, we got too much supply and ain't nobody buying this shit.
Right.
We got to drop the prices.
Right.
Okay, we got not enough of this stuff and everybody buying it. We got
That's
to
right.
raise the prices.
That's
so
right.
they just doing, and the prices don't get to be raised by the consumer. The prices is raised in the form of the interest, which is like an invisible tax.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you the statement was made is why you think that people are so fed up with why they don't understand that or why.
And
they
that's
so
why
fed up
we're
with
speaking on that. That's why we're speaking on
They-
that because they blaming the wrong person. You blaming a president. A president only can do an executive order and say, hey, I'm gonna put my foot down, executive order. I'm gonna close the borders. You know what I'm saying? But so many things is off votes. You have if the Republican control the House and the Senate, and things don't go well for us, is because the House and the Senate is ran by mostly Republicans. You not getting what you want. That's what I'm trying to explain to everybody. They're like, oh, Harris just gonna woo and all this whole and this and that. Like Donald Trump is the fucking savior of us.
The government that we have is based for entertainment, right? Trump is a better entertainer than Biden was, right? But Trump got a little bit far out of hand to where, okay, can't nobody control him, get him up out of there because we feel like he taking us in the wrong direction, right? Okay, cool. So now, oh, well, Biden too old. It's always something with somebody. If Kamala get elected, it's gonna be, oh, well, she a woman. That's the first thing gonna come out of your baby mouth.
And she
then
black.
Then she black. Then she not black. Then she, it's everything is always an issue. But that's not really the issue. Those are the issues that people talk about.
Right.
But we don't get into the government on all the levels.
That's right.
Saying local, if you got an alderman in your area or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or your city council or your city government, to see what's going on, what's their plans for you. They got plans for us, whether you know them or not.
Exactly.
You could go right now to wherever everybody live, go right down to the city hall, then you got a planning and development department. and they telling you what they gonna do with your city that you live in.
Right, true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's more on a local level than we worried about more like this.
Exactly. That's what
Right.
I'm trying to say. You control your local area. Chicago gonna get what they want. Chicago got every politician on the higher level is black, and blacks ain't thriving more than any race in Chicago.
So why do you think that? And okay, so let's talk about that. You say why they not? We talked about they totally out of it with the Democrats. Illinois is mostly a Democratic state.
And I get that, but the same
So
thing
why-
would be
so
going
why-
on. But it's the same. It'd be the same practices if it was a red state. All I'm saying is
What do
they
you mean?
both got the same practices.
So here, go with that argument. Blue, red, right?
Right.
We're gonna go with our neighbors.
Right.
We can go Indiana. Red all day long. Right?
Right.
Illinois. It costs more to live in Illinois. It costs less to live in Indiana.
True.
You got better facilities, but you get you a better house over here for a cheaper price. You're gonna pay less in taxes over here, more in taxes in Illinois. So, but where do you want to live? Is it you got Chicago's on the news every day? Gary ain't. You don't see nobody moving to Gary like it's the greatest place to be. No, I don't see nobody migrating to Indiana in general, because if the theory was that, you would say the people that live in Illinois who don't like these politics would move to the closest red state, Indiana, maybe Wisconsin. Wisconsin could go either way, dependent, right? But
Have you seen Gary though?
right.
Gary coming up.
But look,
Okay.
what people migrate out of here and go to another red state that's the worstest red state.
Is the worstest red
worst
state,
red state.
yeah.
Texas. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like between Texas and Florida, I don't know which one worse. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like the rules are going to cater to the people who put that person in office.
That's right.
And then
That's
they're
right.
going to make rules for the state that allow that. So
Right.
just like Florida, okay, carry your pistol, carry a gun, carry whatever you want to
You
carry.
get caught with a blunt. You doing 10 years.
You know what I'm saying? Texas, carry whatever you want to carry. These are laws because these are these type of people, whatever they are. I don't know if they black, white, Asian, African. They could be whatever. They like the rules there, so they live there. They can thrive there because they agree with those rules. Not all of them. Obviously, nobody's perfect. There's no state you're gonna go to and just be like everything's perfect.
Right.
You know, but
Right, but all them
I
people.
don't think the president don't have that much influence on that.
Right.
I mean, honestly, since the time I could vote and maybe previously, I remember the earliest president I remember was Bush Daddy, Bush Senior.
Right. But shit.
But I was I was still in grammar school.
Right.
But I remember Desert Storm, all
I
that
go farther
bullshit.
back
Reagan.
to Ronald Reagan. Yeah, I go
Yeah,
to
I think
Reagan.
Reagan.
I can't go
Because
Reagan.
Reagan was the 80s.
Yeah, Reagan was.
Yeah, but I wasn't paying attention. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't paying attention.
You
at
said
that
since
time.
you could vote. Right.
Well, no, since before I
Since
could
you
vote, I
can
can
remember,
remember.
just paying
Like,
attention.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, hey, that's the president. You know, like.
Right.
But what I was saying is, like, far as that, like, I haven't seen any major change in my life outside of what I've made with any president.
Right.
And I mean, talking about every 4 to 8 years is
That's
the
key.
thing. Right.
That's the key in life.
Right.
There's no change in your life unless you do something, regardless of what school and education
That's
you go
right.
to,
It's-
what job you got, who you vote for, whether you're Republican or Democrat. All of these things are kind of arbitrary.
Yeah.
And they kind of distraction, low key.
Yeah.
It's just, what are you going to do? Are you going to go to school and take this degree and do something with it? Or are you going to, sit on it like it's a couch cushion? It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just accumulate this debt and now you working, you back into the system another way. You know what I'm saying? It's all these different ways to trap you because this government or system, whatever we're in, is built off of employees.
Oh, for
School
sure,
is
yeah.
taught to have employees, but the code, the tax codes, and the benefits are for business owners.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
And,
You know what I'm
and,
saying?
and it's off all of the backs of middle
Middle
working
class.
Middle
The
class.
Middle
Yeah.
class. Yeah.
Yeah.
Middle class. We pay for all of that shit.
Yeah.
And they really want to get rid of the middle class. They either want you rich or poor. And
Now-
all these people on the street barely got a car, barely doing anything with their fucking life.
I can say
and
this.
they got something to say and not educating themselves.
I can say this. Like I said before, I can never see the real, pros and cons of having anybody in office. Like I said, it's based on what you do and how you move. Unless you want an abortion, unless you gay, It's like those topics that they hit back.
I don't even think those are the major ones. I think the major.
But those are the ones that shift every.
That's the ones that shift the votes. Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
And the laws shift where I ain't gay. I ain't going to the military. It's like
right. You're not finna have an abortion. Obviously,
ain't none of none of that.
It
stuff.
don't affect you.
Yeah.
But it may affect. It may affect your wife. It may affect your daughter. Depending on where you live. Depending on what your values are. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't affect the way we not trees. You don't like it in Texas, move to Alaska. You don't like it in Alaska, move to California. You don't like California, move to Iowa. You can go wherever you go till you find where it fits you.
Right.
We are just conditioned like I was born here, I'm dying here. You know what I'm saying?
True,
So a lot of people ain't even traveled nowhere.
Right.
You know, you not stuck here. You know what I'm saying? It's not no laws against, any type of nationality crossing any borders or any, you know what I'm saying? It's not like back in the day where you can't come across the Mason-Dixon line or something, you know what I'm saying? And we finna shoot you and bring you back. It's not like that, you know what I'm saying? But right now, we get distracted in all of this garbage, you know what I'm saying? We got media that influences us heavily, and we don't even have a filter to the truth of the media or not. We just take it as what it is, you know? If you ask anybody about Chicago, they're going to say one or two things. They're going to be like, it's windy, it's violent. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, it's more than that. You know what I'm saying? It's a major tourist destination. It's where people actually come to. We go other places, but people actually come here to see Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
It's a heavy tourist attraction. And like when we talked over the when we was texting each other, and then upstairs when we was talking or whatnot. I'm really am saying you need to vote for her because this one affects me, and I'm gonna tell you why it affects me. So she might be a lame. If she is a lame duck, I really don't give a damn if she is. But and things might stay the same with her. She might not do nothing. She might just hold the fucking seat. But it's two policies that Trump said out of his own mouth that does affect us. He said that immunity for the police, which we already know, like that shit gonna go south real quick the way they already doing. And then what was the other one that he got now? He got immunity for the police. He already got immunity through the Supreme Court from his office. And then it's crazy that I forgot what it is, but like that alone. Oh, and stop and frisk. Bringing back stop and frisk. So the immunity and then the whole stop and frisk, that's chaos. It's just counterfeit.
That's a spit in the face.
But those are to appeal to the people that are going to vote for him.
But that could happen because you saw
it could. But guess what? It was no laws or nothing on the books about insurrection. Obviously, that can happen. He said, "Fuck that vote. We going take that." He say whatever you want to say because you say whatever you want to say.
You say what you want to say, but if he wanted to, why would you? He shouldn't have said it.
He motivated people to do something.
Okay, but he motivated me not to vote for him and to get people to not because
you have to realize
remember
this, though.
what's the name had to stop and frisk.
Right.
So it's not like he can't bring it back.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
But this is the thing. This is politics right here. Trump gonna give me money. Trump want to stop and frisk me. Well, I'm not 22 no more, so I want the money. I don't care. I'm not in the streets getting stopped and frisked. It doesn't stop and frisk them niggas that you need to, because they got a gun trying to get my money. So it's see how things can change depending on where you at. Now, if you truly know, as we do, that those laws were disproportionately, placed upon us. Now you can say like, no, that was a bad law because not just that, it was really targeting us. It wasn't just targeting, criminals per se.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna target the black and brown criminal first, then maybe he a criminal, but I don't even have time to frisk him because there's so many of y'all to frisk. Let me just frisk all of y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find something with one of you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly. So people not seeing that. They're not seeing none of that stuff. These people talk out their neck and don't know nothing. Because a guy today, I asked him, I said, well, what's your reason for saying all this stuff? He's like, man, I'm not really in politics. I'm just doing this for publicity for my, what's the name? Because a lot of people liking and looking at my stuff. Really?
Oh yeah, you got
You know what I'm
people like that
saying?
all
Right.
day.
But that's fighting against the power that be.
That's fighting against the goal of what
Right.
what a educated person would say, like, get the facts,
Right.
and know I'm gonna just tell you bandwagon and be dramatic about it.
Right.
We could be in here doing the same thing, cheerleading for her, or cheerleading for him. It
Yeah.
don't really make a difference,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People that like you, like, yeah, he made a good point. He rah Trump, yeah, rah Harris, whatever
You're right.
the case may be. But the thing is, like, the stuff that Trump has said are the things that put his presidency into question. The things that he has demonstrated he's willing to do.
Yeah.
To get the
stay
vote.
there.
Yeah.
This is the thing. You look at it like this. Okay, we just gonna go off of whatever the laws are currently. The man got more felonies than everybody in the room put together.
Right.
He do. He gonna be the president.
Yeah.
So, and you saying that it's immunity for whatever?
Right.
That's not even cool. So
Yeah,
now I'm
no.
back with Biden.
Yeah.
Get the Supreme Court the fuck up out of there.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
too
'Cause
old
they-
and they
yeah.
out of touch. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So
Whatever
we
he
need to
do
set
within
something-
office is
we
legal.
need to set something
Because though,
get
if
that.
you
Some rules.
if you and that's good to say. So you mean to tell me y'all can put a special counsel on Biden, but you can't put a special counsel on the Supreme Court? That's the highest court, but he the highest of all. He the president, and they just did that. Am I right?
He appoints
Right,
the Supreme Court,
right. He's
and then-
appoints.
But right
these
now, I
people.
think
Confirmed.
they what? Well, how many is it on now?
It's more Republican
9?
judges than
I don't know. Let's see.
Democratic judges.
They outvoted about
justices.
2/3 right now. I think right.
Right.
They outnumber about 2/3.
What? What do you mean?
It's more Republicans on than
Judges.
Democrats
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one,
it's
two,
like six.
three,
Like 6, right?
Yeah,
4,
6 to they
5,
4.
6,
so
7. How many is it? 9, I think.
If it's 9, it got to be at least
Yeah.
6 of them.
Yeah, like 6 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I get why, because I'm conservative. And I'm not saying conservative in like I vote Republican.
Right.
My views are conservative. You
Right.
start talking all that, we need to do this and let everybody do this and live their way and like you and make laws that just you can just do willy-nilly or whatever and we can
I'm not
be in the
with that
school
either.
system with this and I'm not with all that.
Me neither.
You know, I don't get the whole I don't want to, because I know people like it's a transgender attack, but some of that stuff does bother me, you know, like the
I put it like this,
You know.
right? And I have a trans child, so I think that the fact of the matter is, yes, it's an argument to say from the point when we was born until whenever we come into realization of ourselves, you taught whatever you was born as. You either male or female, right? Obviously, there's some people out here born with both. I don't know what they taught as they grow up. You got to take a pick. You know, that's how it was. Now it's more of, okay, it's nothing wrong with anything. If you a boy, you can play with pink toys and color your hair and paint your nails. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just play. If you a girl, you can work on cars and you can shoot guns and G.I. Joe.
dig
There's
oil
nothing
and
wrong with that. Dig. And it's true. It was literally nothing wrong with that. The thing is, if you are putting that on a, people say like, oh, they've known since birth. I don't know. I'm not that. I can't. I've only known heterosexuals since birth. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, when you put that in front of a child who's influenceable, that's the thing. We're saying influenceable. We're saying things that are going to make this child question themselves. It's enough adults out here questioning themselves. Not just sexuality is just one thing. We talking about people questioning their motivation, questioning their ability to succeed in life, questioning their existence. Like, should I just kill myself or should I be here? You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than that. And I think that we put the focus on one thing and it distracts from all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Do you care whether your child is straight or gay? Maybe you do, but do you care that they more of a productive society member versus a non-productive? It's like, okay, well, I want my son to be straight. Okay, cool, your son's straight. He's a serial killer. He
Right.
shot everybody in the parade.
Right, exactly.
He's straight though.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Right.
No, that's not what you want. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Same thing if, okay, he's pansexual, bisexual, gender fluid, whatever. If he do something wrong, that don't outweigh him having free choice to be whatever,
Right.
like whoever you want. You want the person to be a good person. That's why I tell my kid, I want y'all to be good human beings. You know what I'm saying? What you decide, who you decide to lay with and all that, I really don't care.
Because you
know
got to
what I'm
deal
saying?
with that with God at the end of the day. You got to
Whatever
deal
you
with that.
believe in.
Right, whatever
if you believe in that it's gonna be consequences for you, then it is. If you do believe it ain't, okay, cool. I ain't forcing my opinion on it.
Right.
Be whatever. Praise whatever. I suggest people go and explore and figure out different religions, different beliefs, and all of that stuff, so you can find a way. Because everything your parents knew is only what they was taught.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So we are indoctrinated to things that, you know. Well, we know the slaves was taught Christianity,
Right.
and they was taught that as a form of
Control.
being in control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we know this, but we still teach it, and we saying it as a form of this is our savior. We not maybe looking at it as the white Jesus no more, but
Right.
you know, it's just the fact. Like these things that we are surrounded by on earth and all that stuff. It have to
Moral
come
of the
from something
fucking
else.
story is think before you open up your goddamn
Think
mouth.
before you open.
Oh yeah, I mean, but and that's both sides. You got to think.
Yeah,
it's,
hell
it's both sides. You can't get you can't get mad, but it's the same way they spending us, the same way they get spent on the other side.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like-
exactly.
So you got
You're
to find a
getting
common.
pulled into two separate parts.
Right.
because
Somebody
it's divide
said
and conquer.
the Democrat and the Republicans are two different wings on the same plane.
Of course.
Right.
You know what I mean?
right.
Like
That's it.
And every blue moon we find somebody. Like I said, I don't really get involved in politics. I'm more on a local level.
Right.
You know, because we talked about that last week. But this one, I gotta, because I'm black,
Right.
and that law was it was heavily affected black people.
Right.
You know, regardless of what age you is. You know, see George Floyd, he was I don't know,
Right.
about 40, 50 years
I
old.
just got a
So you
problem with. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, man. I just got a problem with how you feel about a person, and I'd be like, why do you feel that way?
Well,
About
everybody
an
is right
individual.
now. We ran by social, like you said, social media.
Right.
You click on if you click
Media
on
in general.
man,
Right.
if you click on Kamala Harris in a bikini and it might be AI created.
Yeah, of course.
That's
a lot
all
of
you
that
gonna
shit.
see
Man,
for the
I
next
got so many messages.
fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Her and now you know like ain't nobody got no evidence about how she climbed her way to the top, but everybody want to put that out there.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
she
yeah.
you know
Yeah,
she
was a
slept her way to
prosecutor.
the top.
First of all, you a
it's not even that.
prosecutor.
She was a prosecutor
Right.
in California.
Right.
We know what happened. You coming up, you was a prosecutor when you was prosecuting drug dealers.
That's right.
They was black.
Right.
The drugs was coming from the government. We know that these is not secrets.
Right.
This is public knowledge.
Exactly.
The government brought the drugs in.
What do you think about that argument though?
What?
People always make.
About what?
Her, what you saying about her being prosecuting all the black
everybody
people?
can have a job. But, I mean,
She's
she's
a
a prosecutor.
prosecutor.
She went to school. She became a lawyer.
That's it.
That was her job. Prosecute criminals. I can't. She
And they
is
so
She
happy
did,
to
it ain't
be
her
black.
fault. But it
No,
ain't
they
her
was-
fault.
they was gonna
But
be whatever
wait a
they
minute, they was
was.
gonna be what they gonna be.
But the government was the thing is she's got a job. Just like if you playing ping pong, you hit the ball.
Right.
You don't care if the ball black, white, yellow, green. You
That's
hit
it.
the ball.
That's
She's
right.
a
So
prosecutor, right.
she prosecute the defendant.
the cases that's in front of her. It's not like she going to look
Give me
for
all
a
black
case.
cases.
Yeah,
I
all
wanna
black
lock 'em
cases.
all up.
Yeah, I want to lock them all up. No, that's-
All y'all Pelican
yeah.
Bay. She ain't on that.
Yeah.
She just, you know, it just happens to be. It's just like when that's on a. She didn't make that law. You know what I'm saying? The problem that people got with the Reagans and the Clintons, they were the administration pushed this agenda, the say no to drugs, the we finna do. But in the back door, they like. We finna get the CIA, sell these drugs. We gonna take this money, back up, feed, do all this other stuff, and we putting all the drugs in the black neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just like that.
You know what I'm saying? What's the difference between that and slavery? You know what I'm saying? You was doing this, working this for free. Now you got a aspect of freedom, but I'm finna put a poison that you really can't get off of. That's really gonna destroy you, destroy your family, destroy generations of you. You know what I'm saying? Because think all the people that died, they can't create no offspring if they didn't. You know what I'm saying? And you think about all the generations of offspring that's affected by that, because now you are living in a certain area. You know what I'm saying? All of those things. That's why those policies do matter. Like when you talking about a president because like that, because they can put something into effect. But like you said, that means they got to have Congress on board. They have to. You know what I'm saying?
What
It's
about,
not just
sometimes they push that executive order straight through.
yeah, but they not finna push too many executive orders to certain. It's only still to a certain extent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It got to be like enough is enough type executive order. Not like I feel waking up in the morning.
Lock up all the white
all
people.
Yeah.
You know.
That second term, motherfucker. That's when they usually
Oh,
wait.
yeah, it's
they usually
reckless.
wait to the second term.
Yeah, they
But
get
that's
reckless
what
'cause that's
the
the only way out.
other reason why Trump is dangerous.
Right.
His second term, he doesn't give a fuck about the government. Obviously, it's
He do
demonstrated.
not.
Yeah.
And he's liable to do anything. If you just take his words of what he said, interpretation is whatever. We don't know what's in the man's mind.
True.
But you see he has a flair for the dramatics, right? It was an assassination attempt on his life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Air
yeah.
quote. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, that's just because that's what we see. We watch movies all day. All these cameras. We can produce. I can produce anything. I can right now. We could be filming this podcast, have it arrange somebody to come in here with a gun, start shooting. We got blood packs and everything. They be like, damn, they just killed them, shot them niggas live. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. It's staged. Nobody else knows. It's what you put out there for people. And I'm not saying that was staged. I'm just saying that he got grazed, right?
And dude was a professional
I'm
sharpshooter.
put like
But
this.
still, he got grazed.
Yeah.
He came to, after not saying nothing and nobody seeing him. First, wife didn't rush by his side. He wasn't. He came to the convention. Wife still wasn't there. He came. Now he's speaking. Big ass bandage, oversized on his ear. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know, like that's just dramatic stuff. I'm not. I don't think it's. Nobody should kill nobody. You know what I'm saying? We don't go against that. Not because of their views and what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully he don't ever become a threat where it gets to a point where people feel they need to kill him. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's at that point because they trying
Well,
to
that's
kill him.
why people did. What they did.
But honestly,
I don't. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. When it happened, I'm like, I don't think he did it because he's not smart enough to keep his mouth closed. I think somebody who wants him to, the powers that be, wants him to win. So we're gonna set this up.
Trump,
and
everybody has a team.
you get what I'm saying?
Everybody got a team. Everybody got a team, and they spending billions of dollars to go on your phone, create AI to have. It's so many negative ads against Kamala. It's ridiculous, and I'm like, why are they coming to my phone? I don't want to see all that. I don't want to see all
But
that.
it's like this. This is not by chance. This is by design. Do you think, honestly, Joe Biden didn't think he was going to finish the race? He knew he was not finishing the race.
That's right.
And they knew who they were going to put in place in front of them. Because all of this is predetermined. Maybe they didn't know who the vice presidential candidate was, but I doubt it. Because they run through this.
Yeah, they run through this,
Everybody has a team. If Biden dies tomorrow,
Right.
she's the president.
Exactly.
It's not any guesswork involved in
Right.
that. And then it's okay, cool, because they have a chain of succession, designated survivor type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So all of these things are not by chance. Okay, he can't run the election because he's starting to look incompetent. Well, we never gonna put a president out on the world stage as incompetent. No,
Right.
he will finish his term
Right.
or he will die in office.
Right.
Period. We not finna show that weakness to the world.
Hell no.
He'll stand there and stand up and be a puppet before
Right.
they do the weekend
Yeah,
at Bernie
yeah.
still before they do that.
What do you think about a lot of racial profiling and all the other stuff coming through your phone now and down your timeline?
Yeah, that's a lot too. It shows a lot of Malcolm X films, a lot of Martin Luther King films. It shows a lot of white police officers shooting black. You know what I'm saying? It's so many of that stuff that comes through your phone, and sometimes it do get like, oh, I just stroll past it because I'm not feeling for that type of entertainment.
That's what it feels. It feels like I'm getting.
You are targeted.
I'm getting.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Targeted.
pushed up like.
It's sad, yeah. But that's because social media is so powerful. So Facebook. So we call them social media companies. They're not. They're social media because that's the function they perform. They're data companies.
Right,
Everything
data.
is data.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything is data. Everything is data. Data is gold. You know what I'm saying? If I have 10,000 contacts, that's more valuable than me having $10,000 because I can take these 10,000 coins, I could sell them something for $5 each. You know what I'm saying? I can make me 50,000 real quick. Versus if I got $10,000 in my pocket, I'm gonna have to spend this money. I might not even be able to make 50 if I spend all 10. So the capital is in data,
Right?
Because I can market to them, target to them. So now I'm taking out of those 50,000 people. Or 10,000 people. I'm taking those 10,000 people and I'm picking out. Well, only 5,000 got the beliefs of that I really jive with. Okay, they gel with me. Okay, cool. Out of them 5, only 4 are in position to buy. Okay, out of them 4, only 3,000 is willing to and have purchased this type of product before. I'm targeting the 3,000. I didn't let go of the 5, let go of the 10. You know what I'm saying? Because I can bank on the 3,000 people buying this product if I show it to them enough. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that. But we bombarded with things because it's an old rule in sales. It's that it takes 7 touches before anybody buys anything.
Because the cell phone is more popular than the TV now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why the Country Waynes and everybody doing skits is making money like a CBS or NBC, because they looking through that phone and now the advertising like shit, I ain't gotta pay them all that money. I'm gonna pay them dude because he got 50 million followers. So I need that. I need them to see my tag pods. You know what I'm saying? So man, people just need to really open their eyes, man.
Which that's what gave the power to the influencers.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the influencers.
Because the
influencers making money.
Right. I'm going to go, I got a new product, or even say for instance this podcast. I'm going to take this podcast, I'm going to go get me an influencer. I'm going to pay my influencer $250, maybe $500. They got 200 and something thousand followers. They going to push this to those people. I ain't gotta be breaking my how I'm gonna market, how I'm gonna figure it out. Not saying that that's the easiest solution. That's what's gonna work and get you what you want, because you don't know the demographics of those people. You just looking at pure volume and numbers. Right. Get eyes on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool, but for where else can you go take this little piece of money and get that many eyes on it at one time? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could try it through the Facebook marketing, but that's different. You can try it through the Instagram marketing, but to get a person to endorse you is like me co-signing for you. So if I go on there and be like, hey, you know, have this guy do all your construction because he raw as hell. They like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Because people gonna be like, he raw as hell.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
you know, he said it. You saw the pictures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how it go. And next thing you know, he viral. He can't his phone off the hook. You know what I'm saying? He don't even know he ain't own a screwdriver.
And people mind is really set. I mean, I'm telling you, man, I ain't stupid on both sides. And every time these people be all that on talking about this and that, man, and I be like, bro, you ain't even on shit. You know what I'm saying? You get on some shit and then you can talk to me. Show me what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, this Democrat in office, your life is, you can't get a deal, or you can't do this, or you can't do that. But when Trump get in there, my life is all complete.
Right. Trump is the savior.
Yeah, he's the savior. I ain't got to put no work in. I just sit back and keep robbing the government. Now, do you know how many people have gone to jail behind that? People that had 20 years or 29 years and 30 years left to what's the name? They have lost their pension. They lost their $100,000 job. They lost this. They lost that because, don't believe it or not, war is chess, not checkers.
Yeah.
If I throw out them PPP loans and let y'all take a lot of stuff, I'm going to tell you, know how many people they fired in Metro? You know what I'm saying? They upper class, up in the office buildings making 90, 200, 100.
Yeah, and not just that.
And you black, you gone.
Your whole
pension.
system.
Yeah.
You have to, his stuff be strategic.
Yeah.
Don't think it's easy because they want you to have it.
Yeah.
It's easy because sometimes shit is a bait. It's bait. Okay,
Man.
now I got you on the hook. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Now what can I take from you?
Yeah.
First, I got you 7 years. I ain't got to deal with you.
Right.
So I only have to deal with you the first 3. I'm gonna go after the obvious fools. Let me scoop all them up. First, let's get rid of all the government pensions because we can't pay nobody nowhere.
That's right.
But we know that. Y'all don't.
Right.
Okay, cool. So now
Yep.
you don't get no pension.
Right.
You out of there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That just saved us $17 million. Okay, cool. Now Let's go after the next group of people. Okay, these government workers, we just finna cut that payroll out completely. Now it's no payroll. You know what I'm saying? Now I've been saving money. I'm gonna have a labor shortage, obviously, but I get to pick and choose who I fire, who I terminate. You, the greatest employee, it's hard to replace you. You got 10 PPP loans. You sweating, shaking in your boots, but you still got a job because we need you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it be. Yeah. You know, but it's a lot of people that's okay out the way. It's just like with the migrants. Okay, cool. Everybody exiting the city. We having people don't want to go to work. Who bring in some cheap labor? That's what they did. They brought in cheap labor, give them work permit. Come on, you know it's chess not checkers. Everything is chess not checkers. This government is a corporation and they run it like a business, and we have to educate ourselves and look at things on a higher level and not just from the surface level.
And what they feed you,
right?
They
just get mad and complaining about stuff.
They keep holding that shiny thing in your face. Hey, come on, come on. Don't see what's behind it, because when they put that shiny thing down, it's fucked up back there. Shit blowing up, shit falling apart, all type of dumb ass shit. Oh man, I just say do your research. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying.
But you fight for Democrats all day.
I fight for. No, actually, I wouldn't care who. Come.
When we go through this every election, you always, and I just be fucking with you a lot of times.
Well, I really like. I like Republicans when they say they're gonna do something. They damn sure gonna do it. They're gonna do it. I like that. I like that they wake up and say, hey, fuck that shit. We're going to do this shit. Whether it's against you or not, I don't give a fuck. I love that. Democrats ain't got that. Ooh, all scared of shit in the fucking corner. Go the same way. Go high like them. Go dangerous. Fuck y'all. You going to do this, you know what I'm saying? Man, you got the Grand National.
You got...
On the Congress. His name Duke.
Ooh.
What's the name? Johnson. What's his name? Is his name David Duke? No, that ain't. It's a congressman that's the fucking head of the fucking KKK clan. This man, he's a rap. This motherfucker's so crazy. The laws he want to pass is insane, and he's a Republican. And that other lady that just can't stand black people and took money from what they call them people, the white. The group of white people. What they call themselves? Not the Ku Klux Klan. It's another.
You talk. It's because it's so many of them.
I'm the whatever. All the motherfuckers. She took money from them.
It's too many to name at this point. The Proud Boys.
Yeah, the Proud Boys. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
David Duke.
David Duke.
But he's no longer a representative. He's a Republican.
Right.
He's 74. He's from Oklahoma. He is a white supremacist. You know, anti-Semitic. All that, he ate the Jews and the Niggers. Right. I mean, come on, you can't hate one without the other.
Right, you can't hate one without the other.
So,
but the crazy part is, and then this is what I'm saying. You got a president, now if Obama would have said that to somebody, man, you just a Jew lover. You a Jew Biden. This motherfucker, a president, Donald Trump on fucking debate.
Yeah, wow, you say whatever.
This nigga say you are, your name is Biden, Palestinian Biden.
Right.
He's talk shit about the Palestinians. That's me. You openly on TV being a racist against a different. You are a president. Still supposed to be presidential, and you showing hatred towards another race. You can't even.
Well, first of all, the media lined them up.
Yeah.
Media lined them up as the Israel was right. Palestinian was wrong.
Right.
Exactly.
So
obviously
if I
the
say
media is controlled by somebody that likes them.
Right.
So when he say Palestinian Biden, it's like basically saying Obama Biden. I mean, like Osama bin Laden Biden.
Right.
So ain't nobody gonna get mad over him saying the evil people over here, because it ain't technically racist if they in the wrong. It's like Russia and Russia and what's the name?
Okay,
but it's so amazing.
Wait, so no, take him back to stop and frisk. So all the black people wrong then?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that comment he made.
Right.
The comment was like if everybody say if he would say Russia Biden or what's his name Putin Biden, right. Nobody would got mad.
But
because the media perceived
but they call
Putin
him
being evil.
Putin is his best friend.
Right.
Trump and Putin is like
No, I
this.
get that, but I'm just saying like that's what I'm trying to
You
use.
saying
That
if they associated with a negative,
then
it wouldn't be.
he could flow like that.
Right.
It ain't like he's saying like he would have said, you know, inner
He say
city.
He said you are a Palestinian lover.
But okay, but what I'm saying is they had already painted the Palestinians in a negative light,
Right, okay,
so no one's
right.
gonna sit up there and disagree with
So
it.
that's why that looks like a negative statement because they painted him as if you was a pedophile lover.
Yeah. So it's like
Pedophiles already got a stigma on them.
Right.
Obviously, nobody fuck with the pedophiles.
Right.
But you a pedophile lover, so you like these people that we
Right.
don't like.
right.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
like some people like could recognize like that's racist as hell, but for the most part, since the media covering that, every
It's
time
not looked at.
it's
that
not
way.
looked at
It's
because
looked at like-
when two people get in
Right.
two countries getting in war, somebody got to be bad. Somebody had to start
Yeah,
this shit.
somebody-
But that's
So-
the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
We create that narrative. We create that narrative so hard because that's how we look at everything in this country.
First of
Biden, not Biden, but Harris, Trump. We looking for the good and the bad. You see what I'm saying?
And
We
ain't no
looking
middle
for the
ground.
moral battle.
Right.
Nothing. That's
black
all
and white.
subjective.
True.
Everything is subjective. If a dude came right down here right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna quit saying that because I don't want nobody to come down here.
He
But
sure
dude
fucking
came
is
down
David
here.
up there.
Hey, a dude come down here and we all shot him and killed him.
There you go. That sounds better.
Right.
But listen, this is the process of what happens is police come. They take our statements, take our weapons, take us. We all go to the police station. They can scoop the little body up, scoop him up, take him wherever he gotta go. We gotta go to the station. 9 times out of 10, we're gonna have to get our attorneys involved in this. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's an open and shut thing, because there is always something. It's law. It's not about the right and the wrong. It's about what can be proven.
Right.
It's about what action was taken,
Right.
and all of that stuff. It's all subjective. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, well, he shot him. He didn't have a concealed carry. Okay, you're right. But the law in Illinois, you in your home. You don't need it. Okay, cool. Well, he is concealed carry, but he ain't in his home. Okay, but he's a guest, and the guest didn't matter him having it. That's the rule of the law. You cool to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Well, he had his back turned. He was leaving. Y'all shot him in the back. Y'all all going to jail for murder.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? He just came down here and said, boo, y'all shot him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it all of these things, it's all subjective. It's no clear cut. Now we looking like he had no business entering my home. What are you talking about? You're right, he didn't. But if he doesn't come in as a threat, it's a different. Now we talking about law. You know what I'm saying? And who can tell the best story? And that's all Harris and that's all Trump is doing. Who can tell the best story? Who the best talker? Who the best schmoozer? Who gonna make you feel warm and fuzzy inside? You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
And I'm gonna tell you another reason why black people not really feeling her, because she come off fake as hell.
She does
That
a little bit.
She a lot.
them.
A lot.
I don't know.
To
I
them.
haven't even. I haven't.
But how do you
listen.
justify that? Justify that. What
Okay,
makes her
so
fake?
because so I don't follow her,
Right.
but I've seen her in action.
Okay.
I've seen her in front of whatever.
Right.
It's vote time.
Okay.
Right.
I don't want to. So when she doing a little commercial for what is it? She doing some type of little commercial, but she got, what's that girl name? The one who cried about she wasn't getting paid. Taraji.
Oh, Taraji Henson.
Yeah.
Taraji P.
And she got all the slang in the world. Come on, don't act like you don't know a white person who trying to act black, like you got a little white friend who slanging that shit. You get what I'm saying?
I don't say she phony. This the thing.
It's-
Just like
it's-
Obama, she's educated. She's an attorney.
Right.
This is a prosecutor we talk.
Well, I
This
get that.
ain't your sister.
Right. So how you?
But
want
why
her to
she
talk?
put- why-
How you want her to sound?
No. I'm not.
mean,
I want her to sound. I want her to sound like an educated attorney. I don't want her to sound like. I don't want her to put that sister girl bullshit
Right,
out.
okay.
Don't do that.
But
I get it.
She trying to relate.
I get it.
To a base because.
But you don't-
She wasn't always this attorney. It's probably part of her. I ain't saying she was like. Prime
Cut.
example.
But you
she
can't
made
make
a
that
story.
decision. You
Right.
still trying to make a decision.
What do you mean I'm making-
You saying, bro? No, she was never like that.
We
She
don't know.
coulda had
Okay,
that
she
in her.
could have had it, but she ain't been that. She is. Look, okay, she is. Like you said, she done rose through the ranks.
Right.
Yeah.
That
So listen.
So you think she ain't have it hard?
Well, she like 60 something, right?
Okay, where
She 50s,
where
late
was
50s.
it? Where was it for the last 4 years or whatever?
Okay.
Where was it? It's
was
just
First of all,
it's
they
here
put her
now.
ass, first of all, come on, man. They put Kamala Harris in the back seat. She's a black woman, vice president. We did that because we needed the black vote.
We's coming off of Obama.
Yeah, we
this
coming
is
off of
Obama's vice president that
Yeah.
is the president.
No.
So,
I get
right.
I get
You get
I
that part.
get it.
Okay,
I
you
get
get
the
that
whole
part.
You
sister
just
girl.
said how she.
But what I'm
Right.
trying to I'm not arguing against me.
Right,
I
right,
get
right.
Like I told people, I get suicide. I don't agree with it, but I get it.
Right.
So I get
I don't
that
get
she.
it.
I'm just saying.
Right, but I feel you.
Know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I get the whole sister girl. You got to get the vote.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, some people put off by that because they know she hasn't done this. And then when you do the whole team up with Megan Thee Stallion, and you not of that life. When you
But
no.
nobody
But when you
is.
look, when you
Trump
are
don't
no.
stand
go
to
ahead,
the
go ahead.
motherfuckers, y'all.
What you talking about?
No, listen.
What? Okay, go
he
ahead.
make a valid point, right?
Okay, go ahead.
He's saying, why is she doing that when
Right.
she's not from there?
Right.
No. What I'm saying
Or
is,
she's not like that.
my wife, your wife.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know how she probably still gonna vote for her, but I'm pretty sure you know your wife. Your wife like my wife. They'll cuss you out and say, F you then. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They them type of women. They
Right.
old school women.
Right.
So when you they honor that Kamala.
Right.
But when she team up with Megan Thee Stallion to get the votes, it's like I'm dumbing. This is what I think of y'all. I need y'all votes.
Who said this? Who said this best? I'm dummy down to double my dollars. Who said that?
I don't give a fuck about Jay-Z when it come to vote.
I'm just telling you.
But it's a valid point.
It's
because
valid, but at the
this
same
is
time-
why does whoever
Trump buy gym shoes.
No.
Motherfucking Air Force Ones.
Right. But
okay,
why
good. That's it.
why did the country music artist bring Sexy Red on stage with him while he do the song he do for her to twerk?
Right.
Because he won't.
I want money.
Right.
I need viewers.
Right.
I'm going for your audience. That's all I'm cross-referencing.
Okay, but
but
everybody not like that. Okay, what I'm saying is everybody ain't real versed where it's like, okay, I get this is a race. I got to do what the other team dirty as fuck. I got to play whatever card they playing.
yeah.
Everybody going by internalizing shit. I am a strong black woman who raised her kids with dignity and all this shit, and I want my next daughter to be the next Kamala Harris.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So when Kamala Harris does something that seems like something like that with teaming up with Megan Thee Stallion, where it's like, "Hun, come over here and twerk so we can get these black votes," it seemed disingenuous.
But that's
you get
the
what I'm
same-
saying?
But
That's
that's
the
the
same
So
thing.
that you can't get
But
mad
it's-
at nobody
but
for
you
feeling
got
like
it-
that.
You got it on the same side because
Right.
you're gonna have
It's on the same side. I'm not saying that.
No, and I'm talking about the other side. You're gonna have it on the other side because I can give you some
Yeah, with
friends of
Hulk
mine
Hogan.
that's white who are white men with white sons, and like, hey, I like what he talking about, but this motherfucker crazy.
Right.
You can't just overthrow the government.
Right.
Yeah, they get out of order. We should, but we can't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
it'd be like, man, like, no, I ain't with all. It's certain things. Like you say, well, okay, I'm going to let a white supremacist support me. I can't turn down who gonna support me. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Proud Boys gonna follow me around and follow my motorcade. Okay, cool. The Black Panthers was following her. It can't stop them. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you might not be down with that. They a little extreme. I don't know if I want to be associated with somebody associated with the Panthers.
And then it's how
Well,
the message is
that's
brought
not-
to you. You saying what you saw. It's not like, oh man, it's so.
Look,
I'm
he
just-
said,
all
okay,
I'm
you
saying-
saying that, okay, so Trump, to me, honestly, I do think he got a thing against Mexicans. Honestly, I don't know. But I don't think he a racist. I think Trump is more of an opportunist. I think if if the Martians landed and got citizenship,
And they got money.
yes.
He
Trump
will.
will sell all our ass out.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
I don't think he got no loyalty
Right.
between anybody.
His
So I don't think
loyalty
he a
is to money.
money in himself.
That's
His
it.
He want his
self.
legacy.
That's it.
It's him.
But that's everybody's. We just don't realize that.
Okay, so when I'm saying like people like he's a racist and he like the whole Project 22,
25.
25, Project
Yeah.
25. That's not his. that's a whole group that attached themselves to him. You get what I'm saying? Like but he probably would if he thought he'd get some votes. He'll probably jump on that shit.
Hell yeah, Trump.
But this the thing. Like we go back,
Go ahead.
he has a team. Trump be like, hell yeah, I like that. You can't say nothing about that. Okay.
Right.
Because it's certain, as much as a wild card he is, it's still certain things that there's like, you will lose, and he don't want to lose.
He don't lose, so he agree to anything.
He will back the fuck up and say whatever. Just like how they told they give him talking points. Yeah, he go off key and do whatever he said within reason. Don't think he a nut job.
Right.
He ain't a nut job at all. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to make that much money if you don't have either smart people around you or you got an ability to maneuver and do certain things. You
But
know
you
what I'm saying?
can't get mad.
He had person after person to take the fall from him. Lawyer, another lawyer, another lawyer. This person. 30 motherfuckers that got convicted before he get convicted. And they a handful might have testified against him. Because they just like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like you left me out to dry type shit.
But you can't, like, again, you can't get. I mean, you can probably try to talk to somebody and dissect why they don't like her and talk to her. But at the end of the day, it's some people that just disenchanted with it. It's just
So this
some of the things.
let me go
You
back.
want to.
Let me
I
go
wanna
back.
what?
You want to give people, everybody should have a benefit of the doubt. Everybody
Right.
should have a chance.
But here, let's
They
go
gave
back
us,
this.
and they go ahead.
Let's go back to this. We was 12 years ago, not even 16 years ago, damn near. We was talking about Obama getting elected, right? So why is it not that same push? Because we never had a black president. He was African and white, right? Okay.
He was, yeah, but he was black. Nobody saw the white part.
It's good. I see it. It's fine.
The white part is
It's-
Harvard.
It's he was raised in Hawaii. I don't know too many. I've been to Hawaii. It's
Not a lot of black people.
it's more beautiful than anything I ever seen in any of the states I've been to. And I've been to California and Florida. I ain't been nowhere else besides, talking about like nice coastal, beautiful states, right? Hawaii it's like damn like a foreign country. It's so beautiful, right? Which we ain't gonna talk about how we got that. But the thing of it is that you got this dude and we rallied behind him, first black president, right? Why is not a rally first black woman president? Why is not a rally first woman president? Forget all the other stuff.
Okay.
Just the fact that you different. And that difference unlocks the doors to potential. That means that, okay, a white woman can run, a white woman can be president. Long as they natural born citizens, if they are Asian descent, they could be president. Anybody, you know what I'm saying? We got very valid people that's in politics that are not just white. You know what I'm saying? So why is not the push?
Okay,
Forget
well-
about Trump.
well,
Forget about her.
it-
The change.
It
Let's
might
just push
be.
the
I'm gonna put it like
change.
this. When you said that, it might be because Obama came on the scene. Like, where the fuck did he come from?
Obama is an outlier. He's an eloquent speaker.
Right.
He has a supreme
Swag.
swag.
Right, yeah.
That's,
But at the same time, he had no real history.
no, he was a senator.
You get what I'm saying?
Almost like an
and
industry plant, if you would. If he was an artist, a
Yeah,
rapper,
you call him an
he was
industry
an
plant.
industry plant.
Because he
came on the
wasn't even
scene
senator
and
that long.
He was Drake.
exactly.
Nigga had one album. He Drake.
Right.
How? You know what I'm saying?
So, but Kamala history was brought up in her vice presidency.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they already drug her through the mud the first 4 years. So she already tainted with that. And then I'm pretty much guessing more than likely it's because she a woman. It's sexist.
Yeah, they put up.
Nobody
Right.
really
Like,
wanted
stay
to-
your ass over there.
It wasn't time for that
That's
because
right.
at that point in time, Trump was at his height. And so the only person that's going to be the white man at his height is another white man right now in this country. So they put a senior motherfucking white dude with more experience, just was the vice president, to come back. Biden was retired after he left office. Biden was ready to lay down, die, and he over with. He wasn't tripping on this no more. He came back because
They
they
needed
said,
him.
who's going to beat him? Obama can't run. Obama smoke him. He can't run. Okay. Who else we got? They looking around.
Right.
They're like, okay, well, you was the last vice president, so,
Right.
and you're a lifelong politician,
Right.
And you still got that. You got that
and you
Obama
got-
residue.
Right, you still got the little Obama dust on you, and we got a little bit of white supremacy in the background from back in the day. You ain't like me, so you know the white people like, oh, well, you know Joe's cool, Joe's with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got all the spectrums. Okay, cool. And Trump is rogue. You know what I'm saying? So now we can get the rogue dude out of office, calm everything down. You know what I'm saying? Let's put something else on the forefront. If Biden didn't show no signs of him being 82, which was damn near impossible because he would have had to be like an active fucking Marine or something to be, he would have to be an active dude still working out to maintain where he need to be. Trump just by chance, but he a little younger than him. You know what I'm saying? Biden had lived a long, hard life. You know what I'm saying? They lost a son and everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's hard on a person. But
And I don't think he can go 4 years. He ain't got it in him.
he wouldn't live 4 years.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he can live 4 years.
If he would have won, if he would have went to the election, won by a close margin, she was already the backup plan anyway. They knew he's not gonna live 4 years. You think these doctors they gonna tell us what they want to tell us? They like, hey, that motherfucker.
Biden got about a year and a half
they
top.
told that man, look here, you need to live your life, cause
Right.
be with your family, cause your ass numbered.
Is numbered.
your
And
ass
everything
numbered.
can come out after the fact, but it's not, because what are we dealing with? We dealing with the government that covers up who killed the presidents, who shot presidents, who kidnapped you, all type of documents. Everything is a fucking
But how
lie.
does that make us look though, as a people? I really want to know. How does that make us look as a
You
people?
keep getting mad at all these people who
No,
don't
I'm
not
just
feeling
saying.
this
No,
lady
I'm
though.
talking about period. I ain't talking. Let's get away from her. Let's get away from her. Let's just talk about what Donald Trump have said against black people and the things that he's planning on doing.
I don't know what. Okay, go ahead, because I don't know what he said against black people.
Black jobs?
Yeah,
The
black
Mexicans,
jobs.
the,
we didn't think Kamala Harris
So,
was
so
black.
first of all, you
black
don't
job?
believe there is a such thing as black job. You don't.
No.
You don't
There's no
think.
such thing as a
No.
black job. What's
you
a
crazy?
black job?
What's a black job?
Okay, so look. Don't get me wrong. You do what you do. You do what you do. But trust me, there's we over there by that smoke shop. It's 1,000 motherfuckers that's just living below poverty level. They still working those entry level jobs, them labor jobs,
But
them
you say
fucking.
entry level in labor.
What I'm saying-
we talking about you have to be black.
No,
These are
when he said black jobs,
for blacks.
he poor at speaking. He don't know what the he
No,
got
no,
very.
Now you help
no,
him.
No,
I'm
not.
not.
Come on,
I'm
you
not
tell-
giving.
Hey,
him-
look,
no.
just like the Democrats hijack "Make America Great Again." Everybody like, oh, what you talking about when we black?
I just said-
But you know what I'm talking
It was
about.
a slogan.
It was a slogan, but it was a great slogan, and the Democrats got under that.
It was a slogan to let the people take that idea and be whatever it is.
And
It
you
is-
took it.
No,
It is
no.
a subjective statement. It's blank. When the
he
fuck
said-
was America great?
Right.
Okay,
it was
look.
great for you back in '84. For you, it was '64. For you, it was '72.
Come on now.
For you, it was when it wasn't no niggas around. You know what I'm saying? It's
But
like-
you know, he doubled down and he said exactly what he meant
Right.
by "Make a great again," which couldn't happen
we
anymore.
talking about black jobs. Let's stick to that.
No.
What's a black job?
Because you can't cut
I'm
me off.
still
I'm
wondering
trying
what's
to.
a
I'm trying to
black
go
job.
where I'm going.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
When he did the whole "Make America Great Again,"
Right.
Okay, he told you when it was Ford leading the way and we was steel mill and all that other shit. You get what I'm saying? And you know for a fact America was running this bitch when the industrial era.
Right.
So it's a lie. The industrial era can never come back.
Bingo.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's what he meant. He knew that his bait to get that,
It's
but he knew.
what is it called?
It wasn't for black people.
But what is that called?
You're not listening when he
Called,
talk. Okay, you keep talking about black, white.
catchphrase.
You're not talking about
You
black.
said a statement. You got to clear you.
I am. You
We'll double back to that.
Okay.
The catchphrase was "Make America Great Again."
It didn't say, look.
But this is the key. He never had a plan to make America great
I don't
again.
care about
what
the plan.
Hold on.
I'm not talking
what
about the plan.
he told people was, use your imagination, vote for me, because whatever's in your head, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it great again.
No,
we're gonna be
okay,
number
look, you
one in
keep
this.
saying that.
We're gonna be number one.
Right,
in
right.
jobs.
And that's what he
We're
was
gonna be
saying.
number
We're gonna be
in
number
production.
one.
We're gonna have the
We'll be
biggest
number-
Okay, he
Yes.
basically was
He
saying,
even said he
look,
gonna
look,
bring
I'm
coal
put it like
mines
this.
back.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's what he said. He was doing. Hey, look. And he went to small cities where coal was like motherfuckers coal mine, and that's how they and then when coal mining went out and they started getting refineries and shit, and that shit went dead.
And you know what?
But look, that's what he was talking about, making America great again. So when people was like, when I was thriving, you know,
right?
That's what he tried to bring. He told people so he can get the vote,
right?
And then Democrats hijacked it and they made it a racial thing. Because when was black people? It was never about race. It was just like make America great again, and we gonna come back as number one. Because China doing it, because India doing it, because Russia doing it. But we gonna make America great again. And then Democrats threw that underlying racism shit up in there. They hijacked it. It was bullshit. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Now.
So who's always
now the black jobs?
Who was wearing the hats? Who's
now the
wearing
black
American
jobs?
Great Again hats?
I don't care about that.
But that's my thing too. I don't really. For me, it's like, okay, when you say "Make America Great Again,"
okay, what he meant and what people did was two different things.
Right, but you, for one, as the person, you have to have a reference for when you felt America was great. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I just told you.
Not
I
aside
just told
from
you.
the job.
How old is he?
Exactly.
That motherfucker old. So he's seen. Okay, so or at least when he was growing up, his father.
You're saying all his life,
right? But he's saying in the
America always was great
for him. You're saying it in the general scheme of things,
right?
When America has never.
When America had everything, when America had USA snapped on every fucking thing, that's what he was talking about.
Right.
Now everything say Indonesia, China, made in Taiwan.
Right.
He's saying, that's what he was saying, make America great again.
Right.
They took that. If you say like Black Lives Matter. Black lives do matter.
Right.
But did you see what they tried to do?
Yeah.
No, all lives matter, not just Black lives.
Right,
We're not saying just Black lives.
Right.
We saying Black Lives Matter too.
Right.
You see how motherfuckers try to come and undercut your shit? That's the same thing that they did to that. That's all I'm saying.
He said it out his mouth, though. It came out his mouth. It didn't come out of Democratic mouth. It came out his mouth. He said black jobs.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Black job. You think that, okay, so look, again.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. I see what you're saying. I get it.
Okay, look. Again, I can wake up tomorrow. I can wake up tomorrow and I hear the first black woo-woo. We've been out of slavery for fucking 100 years. Why the fuck is we still got a first black anything? We are.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's right.
We are not, and we think we are.
No,
just because you might know a shitload of motherfuckers, but trust me, the 10 people you know, there's 1,000 people that's low level still working at McDonald's. They still need those jobs.
But that's not a black job.
It's a fucking black job.
No,
yes, it is. Because you know,
working at McDonald's is a black job.
It's a black job.
Oh, boy, you tripping.
Well, this dude
tripping. Black job.
That's not a black job.
It's in the community where the McDonald's is, bro.
You
go in a community of all white.
That's like saying
you go to Naperville and you go to McDonald's, you ain't gonna see no blacks in there.
Exactly.
Look,
it's not a black job.
It's not a black job.
It's called a bingo. This is here, just like this.
You know what? Look, I'm gonna put it like this.
Go ahead.
The fucking immigrants taking over your black job.
No.
What black job I have?
They got carpentry and construction on the lot. Okay, but what I'm saying is, shit that black. Yes, you crazy as hell.
No.
You crazy. I cannot see. I cannot remember when I've seen a whole fucking black construction company tree trimming joint pull up and my fucking
tree trimming, and I can't name you one Mexican, Hispanic, Peruvian, black. Well, I'll give you a black, but I can't name to you any of those who are doing multi-million-dollar contracts in the city building skyscrapers.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
That's a white job.
White. Okay, you
right,
say
is it?
Yes. White people still got shit on lock.
White people always had it on lock.
Okay.
It's not a white job.
It's not a white job.
That's what you're saying.
It's not a white job, bro. They just
it
had
ain't
on lock.
It's a job or it ain't.
Right.
It's a job.
You know, because that's what y'all playing semantics, bro. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Job,
y'all know what I'm talking about.
That's stereotype.
He taking if you
That's stereotyping,
if
bro.
you say it out your own mouth,
No.
they taking all our jobs.
No.
You're not taking about who you talking about.
I would say.
What are you talking about when you say you're taking all our jobs?
I
don't say
would
they taking the
say
jobs.
in this statement, if I'm feeling that way, I would say that you're taking the jobs from the middle class or the lower class.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
Because included in that is black, white, Mexican, Italian, Indian. It's every race of people has poor people.
Yeah.
Every race of people has middle class.
Okay,
Everybody has
yeah,
rich.
but he
So it's
he
not-
also mentioned the Spanish. That's the first time the nigga mentioned the Spanish and tried to put them on the same level. Like he's like, they taking the black and brown jobs or whatever, the same thing.
Right.
But he's saying that the immigrants, and that's what, and I'm not against immigrants because the whole, I'm gonna double back, but it is true when ever since America started, it was built on, so we're gonna get rid of the Indians, we're just gonna wipe them out. Okay, well, let's bring in free labor, let's like bring in the slaves, and then that. But then when slavery came, when we weren't slaves anymore, then you got to bring in, who was the next one? Was it the Italians or was it it was the Irish. I think the Irish doubled back. So the Irish was fucking immigrants, and then they built cheap labor.
all the motherfuckers.
And then when they came up as a class, they came up as a class, and then they alienated them, and then they doubled back and like they shipped more motherfuckers in, then they shipped the Chinese in, and then the Irish hated the fucking Chinese because they was like they taking our job, which they was taking their jobs. They shipped in a whole bunch of, and it keep happening.
At the end of the day, everything
Right,
is
but
smoothed
that's-
out.
right,
Everything
the
is
thing
smoothed
is-
out.
The thing,
The
like,
But I'm
Chinese,
just
the black,
saying-
everybody prosper in the United States of America.
Okay, but you make the same fucking
But
statement.
no,
you
I
do this
told
shit
the
tomorrow.
motherfucker, listen,
Go
I
ahead.
told the motherfucker just like this, right? If it was just like when the migrants start getting bust up here, right? Okay, cool. They doing all this stuff for them. That's fine. You could feel however you want to feel about it. But I said the problem is that if we were in a position of ownership as black people, if we own these properties, if we owned more stuff, we would have more to say. You get what I'm
All day.
saying? Because now if I can go to my alderman with 50 homeowners from each ward and we tell them we don't turn the buses around at the state line, that's what they doing. Put the fucking state police that we pay and stop that motherfucking bus. I don't care what the fuck
Real
who
quick,
is on it.
so let me ask you this.
Go
so you want to get a bunch of people together, black people? I'm just saying, was that like it was basically like black people or people in that community?
No, I just said in general.
Okay, in
the
general, but I'm just saying, I'm just trying to
Because
roll
the
with your
communities-
thing,
right? Because
I'm trying to get back to some
mixed.
shit we talked about last week on the podcast.
Okay,
So, in order to do that, you need a bunch of people who come together on a regular.
right. Not necessarily, but for a common point.
I mean,
common issue.
okay, but so the thing was about the church, and the church being 34 out of fucking 70 houses on the street in the neighborhood.
Okay.
That was where you get a majority of black people together
Right.
to
That's what you're saying.
make a move.
To make a move.
To make a move.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Would that be a great place to start, the church, to get your aldermen to get together?
No.
Why?
That's the problem because we can't start on a base because that base now is a religious thing. It's the
Right.
people the church people. So the people that are in the church is not involved in that.
Right.
The
What you
whole
mean?
thing it's like when
You
I
bring
started
your
a business.
religion in. If I'm trying to make a
Right.
movement, I need all people.
Bingo.
I need a Muslim or a motherfucker Buddhist. I'm
gonna give you something.
I need all these people.
How many Muslims-
Right? Let
Go
me
ahead.
give you something neutral. If I am trying to do a brunch, right? Not saying there's alcohol, not saying none of that. It's just a brunch. It's at a venue. Am I going to if I advertise to all the churches, what I'm going to get? Bunch of church folks, right? So I need to gear everything towards the church people. If I advertise to a bunch of young people, who am I going to get? Bunch of young people, right? So if I'm advertising to all of those, because I want all of these people to mix and mingle, I have to advertise and reach these people where they at. So that means me going to the church, going to the corner, going to the job sites, to the CTA, to the electric company, wherever, because I'm looking for all these people to come. So I have to meet them where they at or where they're going.
And what he's saying
Okay,
is
so-
the
and I'm
churches
saying
that
they
are
all
in
there.
a large mass.
They not though.
They
But
are
they
all
not,
there.
though.
You got the
Yes, they are.
CTA.
It's the practices, though.
What are you talking about?
It's the pastor's not going to allow it because
You saying what he ain't allowed? Why you
you're not
think he ain't
listening?
allowed?
Can you let me finish?
Go
Let me
ahead.
finish.
Go ahead.
Who is funded? Who funds those mega churches? Who gives them
You
the
are.
money?
I'm not talking about mega churches. We're not talking about mega
Okay,
churches.
you
I'm talking
talking about
about. I
small
said
UK, the
it's
small
30
churches ain't got that many
It's
people.
the small.
It's the
so
small-
give me a
it's-
church.
but it's
Give me a
30
member.
of them.
What's the size
Okay,
of the
30
membership?
people. 30 people.
It's 30 people in
Okay.
30 places.
Okay, cool. So I'm
You
gonna
get what I'm
take the
saying?
30 people, right? 30 people on average in a black church that's not really big. That's what you're saying, right?
30 people in the church. That's the biggest congregation we got. We got 30 people times. What's Austin neighborhood? How many churches you think in the Austin
Just say
neighborhood?
20. It's way more than that.
30 times 20.
Right, 600 people.
Okay, you got six. There goes 600 people right
That's
there.
600
And don't
people.
act like you can't get them to do something because
Right.
they give you their money faithfully.
right.
And they
Okay.
come from all different walks of life.
But you said don't act like you can't get them to do something. Who is
Right.
the you in
Right.
that story?
Pastors.
Bingo.
Okay.
So now I need 20, 30 pastors to be on the same page, which
Okay.
they fucking not.
Okay, so we can do all the
But it's an
hypotheticals. Then we can't do the
It's
what's
an
name.
individual thing. What bring people together? Happiness and tragedy. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? If it was $1 million here, every family member you ever knew, didn't know, ain't talked to, whatever, gonna come over here for their piece of that $1 million.
So what's you think you can go sit down at the CTA and go to the CTA, go to the D boys, go over here to the strip club and get all them to come together on
Certain
Because
people out of the
listen,
church. Certain
that
people.
what you said is the same thing they have to do. They just pick and choose based off. They know the D boys ain't voting.
That's
Fuck
right,
'em.
right.
Lock them up. Stop and frisk these
Right,
motherfuckers.
yeah.
They know the people at CTA don't want their car stolen no more. So okay, cool. I'm gonna go to you. The police stop and frisk these motherfuckers so they stop stealing your cars at the lot.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
The church people. You don't want the old ladies walking the church and they shooting and shit.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers is ghetto. Let's
Right.
lock them up.
Right.
Because I can push the agenda to each specific
Right.
person.
And then it can
You know what I'm saying?
more than it. I mean,
It's not necessarily. I'm promoting it based off the fear that you have,
right.
not about how we're gonna change things for the better. You scared of these people? Vote for me.
Right.
Not the fact that, like you said, or like the slogan was, you want to make America great again. Meaning you want to bring unity.
you want to bring your
this.
jobs back. That's all
right.
it was.
It's all about jobs, right?
Right.
But the whole thing is, what difference do it make if we all working and I hate my motherfucking neighbor and I can't, and we fighting every time because of dumb shit? It is just because you're a Republican, I'm a Democrat. That don't make no sense.
But okay, so and to double back with the black jobs.
Yeah,
So
please tell us. What
okay,
black
so
jobs-
you
I'm gonna fill out for
but
two.
what I'm saying is y'all act like there's no place where white people dominate. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you saying a scenario like when it come to gardening and stuff like that, if you see a Mexican doing the garden, you confident that garden gonna be wrong.
I'm
That's
not
a
talking about
Mexican
confident. No, what I'm saying is I pass when I go south on when I'm driving. I go south on 55.
Right.
And I pass you pass a big ass. It's a bridge.
Okay.
Shipyards of
Right.
boats and shit.
Right.
And I'm wondering how many black people are down there working. You know what I'm saying? Pulling in the motherfucking, towing in whatever major steel and shit from boats. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's access to jobs that and look, I'm not saying that we don't want to get to, that we ain't
That's why
qualified
you
for,
should be
but there's
offensive. That's
nepotism.
why you should be mad.
But you're not listening.
No, I see what he finna get to. I see the point.
No, I ain't mad. I'm just saying.
But where
there's-
you getting to? Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, if I say all the white jobs, then and those white people are dominant, those are white jobs. Yes, it is. You know why it's white job? Because you know why it's white job?
What?
Because I'm fucking I'm a 43-year-old man with a fucking GED, and this is the way I speak. You get what I'm saying? It's not that I'm technically talking about this is classified as this and this is classified as that. But if a certain demographic hold that, if it's all women over there, then it's fucking it's the women's job.
So you're saying more in a conversational banter, like
because
like the Mexican if you see a bunch of whatever landscapers, like we said, and
Right.
they Mexican, that's you like, oh, that's the Mexicans do. That's
Right,
Mexican
that's
job.
their
Call
job.
them Mexican because they
Right.
do this. That's what you
If they got it sold up,
okay.
you know what I'm saying?
But
Blacks ain't got nothing sold up.
but listen, no, I'm gonna get you to that point.
Go ahead.
But if I go to the groundskeeper of all these golf courses
Right.
and all these stadiums, and none of them are Hispanics, is landscaping really a Mexican job or Hispanic job? Or is it a white job?
Is groundkeepers of what?
It's the landscape
Of
of
what?
the
Keeper
stadiums
of a
and the golf courses.
course.
It's just
It's so
landscaping.
beautiful. They
Right.
beautiful.
It's the
motherfucker.
best in the world though.
Yeah.
That's that if you when you talk about your lawn look good, you like my shit look like a golf course.
Right.
You're not talking about my shit look like the park district.
Right.
Okay, but you got so you saying you want to base like 10 basketball,
But you can't
football
point
fields
out-
or whatever.
You can't even.
That's like
point
saying
out
the
a black
NBA is a black job.
job, right?
It's not.
It's a black job.
It's not.
It's a black
It's dominated. It
By
was-
black,
it
the
was-
NFL
it
is a
was.
fucking black job.
Yeah,
the
but why-
the
but listen, the
baseball
NBA
league is a fucking
So
Spanish job or whatever the
NBA,
fuck.
right?
What?
NBA MVP. Who was it?
I don't.
It was Nokish.
It was not a black.
It was
It
not a
don't
black
matter,
guy,
but
so that don't
they
make it a
run that
black
mother-
job.
It's more black people than any other race in there.
Okay.
Black people run that bitch.
But that don't
Ain't nobody
mean it's
gonna
a black
argue
job.
with
But
that.
that
No,
don't
no, no,
mean-
no. Black people work on that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Okay, they
The,
okay.
the other people run that
That
bitch.
motherfucker.
I
We
get
don't
it, but
own that
again,
shit.
but again,
Right, so
that's
the
that
NBA
that
is not
same
a
thing like you
black
said.
job.
So it's a job.
Work. I got it mixed up. You dealing with this? That's what I'm saying. You dealing
Right.
with a 43-year-old person who fucking graduated from
Okay.
that didn't graduate. They got his GED.
Right.
You dealing with Trump.
Right.
He's not an elegant speaker.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I get what
so
you're
when he
saying.
said black jobs, I got what he fucking meant. He
So-
meant that job that most black people got.
And I'm glad that you made that point, and that's good, especially because you're speaking to an audience. Because when you talk about how you said how now it's okay for her to have a law degree, but she dumb herself down, or she speaking Ebonics, or she talking Meg Thee Stallion, that's cool. But because he was the president, she ain't been the president. She just vice president, but he was the president. You identify with him because you saying he's not that bright. He don't have this high level education. Okay, cool. So he's speaking to a certain audience.
He's speaking.
You heard
He's
it.
speaking as best.
You heard
he's
something
speaking.
different.
He's speaking the best he can.
No.
Yeah.
He's speaking.
We get it.
Well,
He's
hold
speaking
on.
the best he can.
Hold on. You know why he's not speaking the best he can? Because all the fuck he got to do is read. Because he got a motherfucker over there from Harvard writing fucking speeches. Let's not keep,
And he
keep it
can't
real.
stay on. He can't stay on
But
that
that's
shit.
on him.
Right,
That's,
that's
him
on him.
choosing. In
Choosing
front of
not
him,
to.
he got some shit they was like, okay, I don't know how to say the word. Okay, take that out, use this. Because I got 37 synonyms for
Right.
this word.
Right.
I never had to say African American. I never had to say black. I can say this, that, this, that, whatever. He, like you say, he's speaking to a certain level. Oh, black jobs. Because I'm trying to press a button and get black votes. So if listen, they're doing the studies, like you say. They got the research, right? So if they're looking at it and they're looking like, okay, it's discontent amongst the black voters, and their top 5 things are crime, lack of jobs, and
Healthcare.
healthcare, and nutrition, and mental health, right? Just say those are the top 5 things in the black community, right? So he like, okay, well, what can I talk about? I'm not doing shit for their mental health. Fuck them.
No.
I'm not doing, jobs. Everybody, I need people to work.
I'm trying to eliminate healthcare. I'm trying to eliminate healthcare.
Right. I'm not finna give them no mental health. I'm finna get rid of this healthcare or
Right.
shift that.
Right.
So the only way for you to get healthcare, the only way for you to get mental health, you to have a job. You can't get a job if they eliminating the black jobs because these migrants are coming in, which the president that you got now is letting them in. Come on now. You really want me to believe that?
What?
That this president is the one who just opened the gates, and that if you travel this country, it ain't no gate between Illinois, Iowa, and Indiana. It ain't no gate between. It's a gate between Texas and Mexico and Arizona and New Mexico, and then it's parts of it without. it's parts of Canada, same thing. That's got a border checkpoint, and then it's parts without. You know what I'm saying? So it's not to say that this president is just letting things go to shit, or he's just letting all these people in. You got a migration of people. It had nothing to do with the president. You got, if it's right now, if 30 motherfuckers show up to the house and they coming in, how we gonna stop them? All we could do is lock the doors,
Don't try to like.
I'm just saying, if you got 3 million people at your, they're getting in.
Okay, so they're getting in. Do you have to bus them?
Do you have to bus them?
Do you have to bus them to other states?
No, he didn't have to.
Once they're in.
Yeah, once they're in. They were in. No.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Why you brother? Bust them out.
You not listening.
I am. What the fuck? How?
The governor said, you know what? I can't push them back because they're going to keep going this way. Right. So at least I could say, hey, y'all don't have to keep coming in Texas. Y'all get on this bus. We're going to see you to Chicago.
Why? Get on this plane.
Why? Get him out of his state.
Because
what are you talking about,
I'm the Republican.
Right.
And I don't fuck with
I don't fuck with
No. Okay, so but that's totally
because
different.
they want the
we
money.
talk about if we talk about government in general, then you can push them. You can send them back. If you can get them together on a bus, you can turn that bus around and get them back.
You can deport them.
You can deport them.
Right, but
now you talking about like I understand that if
after COVID, how many people went back to work? How many people after COVID? How many people did not want to go back to work? Didn't even go back to work. Yeah.
You first off.
Okay, so what they got to do? What y'all talking about?
Replacement of workforce.
That's all niggas don't want to work.
White people don't want to work.
White people don't want to work.
I'm confused what we talking about at this point because I was talking.
You keep saying black jobs, Joe. Job is a job. Period. Job is a job.
You saying the border was the border they coming in. You saying just as easy as they could shift them, the governor of a state could shift them to another state.
Right.
You saying that governor could also ship them back wherever they came from.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Problem being, we don't know where the fuck they came from. First off,
it don't matter. You came from this area, you're getting back
so
over there.
Just push
if you come through the front door, I'm pushing you back through the front door.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's it.
I'm not sending you out the garage to the
No. Just going through back through the front door. That's all I'm talking about.
But if it's 3,000 motherfuckers at the front door and they push
We're a country.
Push it's right.
And no, 3,000
3 million.
You might.
I got 50 fucking officers here. It's 3 million motherfucking people. They will kill their ass. I don't give a fuck what kind of guns you give them.
Why you think they stand to the side? They stand to the side when it's overwhelming. What I'm gonna do? I'm the only one shooting, and then they're gonna apprehend me, take my fucking kill me.
Let more people
hell no, it ain't that motherfucker serious.
Oh, yeah,
why is this nigga calling me this?
How long we been going? Go
I
ahead.
got a bathroom break.
We're gonna take a pause. We probably got that been done. We've been going for a minute.
9:30.
All right, so we back now. We want to appreciate everybody for tuning in on this great discussion. On that note, we're gonna close it up. We're gonna ship it out. But next week we'll be back on the air. We'll be back telling you another topic. So stay tuned. We appreciate our guest, Maurice. Hope to have him back on some more.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
am Bone, and my man Tim, aka Cameraman. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.